Let me find something to lean on here. I don't want to fall over. With the drivetrain back in theoretically ship shape, it's probably time to move on to the next glaring fault on this thing, which would be the horrendous manifold leak. So did you hear the sound that was awful there? The tuck 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 tuck. That's the one we don't want. We gotta get in there. Right there. This thing's gotta go. This thing's gotta go. So since we have the wheel off, we should look at these brakes. The brakes look really bad, I know, but that's actually just because they are. On a list of things that aren't very fun to take apart, these things, it is a little frustrating that, like, it was driven through a field before being brought in here. Oh, there we go. I think I got all the clips out, so now this is perfect. Look at, there's the exhaust manifold. And there's our big problem. See this? That's broken. See that? Oh, that's probably hard to watch. That's broken. You do this, and then you stick, yeah, like this, and then you just pop. And that's the easiest way to get those off. Because sometimes, oh. Well, I wrecked that one. That was a bad example. Getting some spark plug wires. If you got the opportunity, put some lube on these. Like, it might help. It might not, but it sure won't help if you don't put it on. Yeah. Lots is what you want. Don't forget the one back there. You have to take the bloomin' dipstick tube out because it goes through there. That seems like a pain. So there's probably better ways, but I'm just inclined to rip the band-aid off and hit all of them with an impact and see what comes out. The threads aren't good, but they're probably fixable. We made the executive decision to pull the spark plugs out quick so that I don't damage them messing around. As much as I'd like to leave them in, I haven't got brave enough to try and undo those yet. So right now this is kind of floating here. And I'm going to pull this out of the way. Get off. There we go. Get out. There we go. See this one leaking? And also, yep, that happened. This one's leaking. Guys got a lot of options when it comes to removing the busted stud. The best way is to weld a nut on and then spin her out. So we're going to try one of these guys. They're really cheap. Sometimes they work. They look like that. See, they got little spirals. What you do is you see a busted stud there. You just take this and you slip it. Oh yeah, you can see a good view of my hand there. Okay, you just put it on there. Oh, ouch. You put it on there like that. You give it a couple taps, then you try and turn it out, okay? I needed both hands. I'm sorry I couldn't show you, but it took it right out. No sweat. And I used the impact to boot. Because I really just wanted to push my luck, apparently. Well, I guess you can't win them all. So now what we got is a stud that's broken off slightly below flush. We're pretty much at this point in time left with, we're gonna drill it out and try and get it that way. Should we go before we get frustrated, Elvis? You don't seem that frustrated, not gonna lie. You seem totally relaxed about the whole situation, don't you? This seems like it's the time that I should leave and try this again tomorrow. You're nodding to that? You're content to lay here? Oh, buddy. So we called it early night yesterday because we were sort of on the, edge of frustration. And we didn't have all the parts we needs anyway, so runs into town this morning because I didn't have any of these at home. Yeah, how about you, hey? Hi, Elvis. Before we get carried away with our extractor, we're just gonna warm it up a little bit. We're not gonna get it smoking hot, but just, a little bit. See if we can improve our odds here. Yeah, so that went kind of like it usually does. And now it's broken off inside. Well, now that we've drilled it out the wrong size and in the wrong place, we're gonna go get a tap, so hopefully we can fix it that way. So they didn't have the right tap, but Wendy's was serving burgers already, so I just bought the wrong tap and a bolt that fits that wrong tap. And we'll use that. That'll be good. So there's our new threaded hole. It's a little bit of a disaster, but it will work. It's had to move, unfortunately, but it's just the way it works when you're trying to drill into aluminum that's got hardened steel jammed in it. Happily, our manifold had lots of meat, so we just massaged the hole over a little bit there. And yeah, we'll bolt it on now. Now I gotta cut a bolt to length because I don't have anything that's quite right because, it's the wrong thread now. Well, it's a different thread. It's the right thread is one that works. So it's the right thread. It's just different. This is working great! Okay, it's all buttoned up here. Now, that's the one that went all wrong, see? It's got a standard bolt in it and the hole's in slightly the wrong place and etc, etc. You gotta ask yourself a question. What was the goal? And it was to fix the manifold leak. And I think that will be accomplished. It sure isn't a nice repair, but I don't know, I kind of ran out of options, I think. I didn't think anything better. There's probably better ways. I realized that one of these wires is slightly different from the rest, but we broke that one, and I really want to see if the tick 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 is gone, so we're gonna do that. Okay, here we go. For now, I think we're happy with that. It's got quite a bit of injector noise, but that's just how they are. It sounds good. We gotta put some muffler on it because it's kind of noisy, and we want it to be noisy in a different way, but yeah, we're happy with that. See all the gauges? Do you see how this one works? And this one works, and that one works. That one doesn't work. It's important. This is our new oil pressure sender. It comes with the screen deal. I remember them being a pain. Now we gotta try and get it out. It's unfortunate that I'm doing this job while it's on jack stands. It would be a lot easier if it was on the ground. And you just reach your hand way down there until you find it. It's right there. Right? Oh! 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 It's not plugged into anything. Maybe I should plug it in first. If I can find the wires. Could it be that one? Oh wait, what's it? Here we are. Why is this like this? I just found a jumper jammed in the wire. Why is it like that? I feel like somebody didn't know what they were doing. Okay, now we're plugged in. So plugged in, it sort of works, but it's not working like properly. At least I hope it's not working properly, because she don't got much oil pressure if it's working properly. Okay, more extension. Whoa. Don't wreck the grill. This is going great. Everything is fine. This is so beautiful to me. Pretty dusty in here. This is the new one. It looks exactly the same as the old one. So we're gonna put it in. We got about 12 minutes and then I gotta get to work, so hopefully that's doable. This is not a hard one to do. I've done these and I thought they were the worst job in the world. This is not one of them. I don't really know why. The truck's got a body lift. How many threads are on this thing? It doesn't feel like it's getting tight, and that's concerning to me. Oh, I think it's alright. Yeah, it's good. Everything's fine. I was mistaken. Nothing is out of order. It just sort of, you know, you're going round and round, and then it stopped getting tighter and started getting looser, but then it got tight again, so we're okay. Oh boy. Maybe I should have put interior clean higher on the list. This is so dirty. Key on. I'm gonna give her a crank. See that one? We care about that one. We'd like it to be more in the middle. If we rev it up, it should go up. And then see, it says that. And that's not great. Well, hard truth there. I don't think it has much oil pressure. So we're going to have to look at that situation and see what's going on, I guess. We're going to try this. It says it restores engines. And it softens and dissolves deposits. It improves compression and reduces oil dilution through blow-by. Cleans micro passageways. That's the one we care about. It's harmless to seals. Do not use with excessive sludge. For professional use, that's why we had to put coveralls on. Different than that. Oh, I bet I was supposed to shake it first. Oh. Well, I don't know. We'll try it. It smells delightful. It says dump entire contents into crankcase, so here we go. Well, I kind of missed a little bit, but it's most of the entire contents. Now it says you're supposed to run it for 10 minutes at 1200 RPM. So I guess we'll do that. I wonder if... I think that means we have a CD in here. That's going to be pretty cool. Let's see what it is. Oh. It makes a lot of noises. It doesn't seem to come out. Oh, check. Oh, that's what I was wanting to do was... Can you come out? Doesn't seem to come out. No, doesn't come out. Look, it's got dual zone with air con. Oh, my finger's in the picture. The fan work? Oh, the fan works good. Let's see if we got AC. Oh, this thing stinks inside. Wonder if we got air conditioning. Turn it on max AC. It's really dusty in here. I don't know if the stuff's working or not, but I sure can smell it. And at least the truck seems to be smoking now, so that must mean it's doing something, right? Status report. Still has no oil pressure. Can confirm that the temperature gauge is working though, that's good. And the battery is charging. And also, on the plus side, the air conditioning is great. And the radio works, well, the radio part works, not the CD. It doesn't come out. I wonder if it'll play. Well, that was 10 minutes. Better make sure I still have dogs. How are you doing, huh? Are you a happy dog? You haven't run away either, I see. You a happy dog? Yep. Oh, that must have been in the pan, though. That's pretty good. For a guy like me. Okay, it's got, 5.5 or 6 liters of the finest oil of whatever I happen to have, plus what my dear wife gave me. Let's try again. Uh-oh. Well, that's disappointing. Basically, it still doesn't have any oil pressure. So, no oil pressure is kind of a problem. We're going to swap the filter and try that. And if that does nothing, which I expect it will do nothing, we'll try some Lucas, because that's what we always do. And if that does nothing, we're just going to move on to a different problem and carry on. Going to spin this white filter out and put this shiny Wix in its place. Old Vice Grip Garage, he says that's the way to go, so we're going to try. Alright, we got a Wix in there. We're just going to fire it up and see if anything's different. Well, I guess we'll try this. Slows blow by. Raises oil pressure. That's what we want. It is thick stuff. Come on now. Just a little, climb a little higher. Now that that's fixed, we are gonna just have a quick look. It's real rusty here, see? And since we've already got this sort of opened up and there's like 2 push pins and we can get to it, we're just gonna pop it off, have a quick look, and maybe we'll go a little patch down. Just make it less bad. Alright, so now what we have is a big hole cut out. So we're going to just clean this up a bit. Get some sort of rust protectant on it. It's not great. A professional would probably fix this. You could say things are happening anyway, like it's not good or right or gonna last a long time or anything really. But hey, there's less rust now because we cut it off. So we're just gonna throw some rust stuff and a little shot of paint and then we'll build a couple patches. That's what our piece is gonna look like, kinda. Now it looks like that. Look at, so we got a piece that looks kind of like that now that we bent it. And we've trimmed it 15 million times off camera. And it sort of, hang on, hold. It sort of fits, more or less. Not perfect. We'll Zeus that in quick. It'll be ready to roll. What in the heck? Whoa. Well, that's not how that's supposed to go. Well, it ain't good, but it's better than expanding foam. There's not a big hole there anymore. And the hole up here is all sort of patched. Good enough for Bondo. Draw an imaginary wheel well. Like that. Where did I put my shears? What have I done with them? Oh, they're there. Oh, it's time for a sharpen on these guys. This is how professionals do it. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking they have better tools than this. Come on. Why didn't I do this from the bottom up instead of the top down? That would have been smarter. Okay, now does it fit? Like we're not gonna call it that good, but it's better than no fender. I think we might have to put a piece here, though. There's supposed to be something here. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna be following me for, you know, auto body tips, but I don't know. Isn't that good enough? For something that you can't see anyways? It's not rust anymore. It's not new, but it's like that's another 5 years before a guy's gonna have to fight with it again, maybe? 3 years? So are we happy with the Bondo job we did? No, we're not really. Is it going to be good enough? No, probably not. But did we waste the last of that Bondo? Yes. Yes, we did. We're on the miserable part now. This is the part that isn't as fun. But we're just going to do it quick. So if a guy's a little confused about the term good enough, Backyard Bodywork, it invented that term. Like, this isn't good. This isn't proper. This is borderline unacceptable. But it's good enough. A good way to tell if you've got your paint on thick enough is how many runs you have. If you don't have at least one, you're putting it on too thin. Or you know what you're doing. We're definitely the former. Well, like the paint's not dry, but the fella only lives so long, and I'm sick of waiting. So we're putting it on. Alright, that is all back together, and it's no longer rusty. And to me, well, that was what we were trying to do. So, good enough. We're going to put the wheels back on her, get her back on the floor, and I'm going to drive it for a little while. See what happens to the no oil pressure situation. I got a feeling nothing. And we'll end up putting an engine in it, but you know, if it pops, it pops. Buy a truck at an auction, Ethan. It'll be fine, Ethan. Nothing will go wrong.